Does pricing bring you out in a cold sweat? Is it one of those that you keep getting really, really stuck on? I'm Emma Holmes from Coaching Rockstars, and we're going to talk a little bit here about pricing and about those times where you just can't get comfortable with your pricing, that you just can't quite get your finger on getting this pricing malarkey right. You know deep down that actually your pricing is probably about right. It's probably a little bit low, to be honest, but you are comfortable with it deep down. But as soon as you have to start to talk about pricing, something happens. Something changes. You get all wobbly. Let's have a look. They're not going to pay that. They're not going to be able to afford that. Why would they pay that for me? What is it that they're not going to buy from me at that price? They can't afford me. They absolutely can't afford me. And they're going to listen to me splurting off my price, and they're just going to go, can't afford you. Why am I even bothering? This is just ridiculous. But deep down, I know my price is right. I know my price. I know that what I do is worth it. I know. Oh, but they're not going to pay that. They're absolutely, definitely not going to pay it. Why? Everybody else makes it look so easy. And I just can't get over the whole pricing thing. It just doesn't feel right. It makes my insides go like this. And it makes me all angsty. And when I say it, I've got to say it really, really fast. And how can I hide what the actual price is, but be honest and say the price? It's just, Let's start with, you are not inside their head, okay? Even if you are psychic, then this isn't you being psychic with your crystal ball. This is your ego speaking, okay? This isn't about you reading minds. This is about your self-talk. So let's just get that out of the way first, okay? So you don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what they're feeling. You don't know what they can and can't afford. First point. Second point is that you will be right for the people who are right for you. If they are right for you, and if what you are offering, teaching, providing is of great value to them, then they will find a way to buy it. They will find their priorities. You do not know what their priorities are. You are not inside their head. You don't know what they can afford. You don't know what their priorities are. You don't know where they want to go. You are speaking to them probably without knowing them very well at all. So you need to alleviate your preconceptions and your presumptions of every single person that you speak to, and speak to every person as if they are your ideal client. The worst that can happen is that they say no. And if they say no, then they're not right for you right now. That doesn't mean that ultimately that they won't buy from you. What that means is that right at this stage, what you're offering isn't right for them. It's not talking to them in the way that makes them whip out their purse and pay for you right now. Your pricing, you need to get comfortable with it, okay? If you are uncomfortable with your pricing, then you're going to have a whole load of paradoxical intent going on. You're going to be trying to pull clients in, but at the same time, you're going to be pushing them away. You're going to be going, but this is really expensive, by the way. You don't want, this is really expensive. I'm going to try and dress it up because it's really expensive. What you've got to think about is you've got to think about the benefit it brings to the world of your ideal client, the benefit it brings to the people who are the perfect match for working with you. And that benefit to people is their priority. So, it's something that they really value. They really value being able to move forward in whatever it is that you're offering. So stop the self-talk, stop getting involved with your ego telling you that they can't afford it, that isn't the position. What you've got to start thinking about is getting really comfortable with your pricing. Practice doing a little bit of a pitch regularly in front of the mirror. Practice talking about it. Practice talking about the benefits that it'll bring. When I speak to people, I'll talk about the sorts of things that we could cover if we were working together, how we could work together, the types of things that I do, the levels of support that I provide, and the fact that, it's there for you if this is the right thing for you right now. If it's not the right thing for you right now, then potentially I've got other products that might be. But right, you know, if we're talking about one-to-one work, if we're talking about the higher ticket work, then for some people it'll be absolutely a snip. You know, it will be cheap. For some people it'll be comfortable. For some people it'll be a stretch. For some people it just won't even be on their radar, and that's fine. You know, the right people will come and work with me. But what you've got to make sure is that you get super comfortable with your pricing, that you stop looking through a crystal ball, or pretending to, because actually it's just your self-talk and it's just your ego talking, and go into things with a really open mind and stop pushing away as much as you're trying to attract. So there's some little tips for you to get out of the pricing headache. Bye for now.